Hi, Allison. Yeah, we've been in the thick of things here on the streets of Tehran since the early morning hours. And I can tell you, I've been in this country almost 20 times, and I've never seen a crowd this large. It was really in the early morning hours that some say over 1 million people gathered here on the streets of Tehran as Qasem Soleimani and the bodies of the others who were killed in that airstrike were first of all eulogized by Iran's supreme leader himself, who of course goes very close to Qasem Soleimani, and then taken here through the streets to one of the main monuments in Tehran. The crowds on the ground were extremely angry at the United States, extremely angry at President Trump. They kept breaking out in chants of death to America as we were reporting here from the scene. But basically the entire time, it's a level of anger that we haven't seen here in a very long time. And the one thing that they kept saying, Allison, is that they want revenge. Now, the Iranians, of course, said they want to take revenge. They want to take revenge on American military sites. They haven't said when that's going to be, but certainly judging from the anger that we've been seeing on the streets here in Tehran, people want that here as fast as possible. So a dangerous situation for the U.S. and its forces here in this region, Allison.
Hey, Fred, I'll take it. I have a question for you. We talk about the unintended consequences of killing Soleimani. The Trump administration has been working to sow dissent within Iran for months, if not years, even stoking protests. But these demonstrations that you're seeing, that you're in the middle of today, do they indicate that the U.S. actions have actually worked to unify the Iranian people behind the government there?
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting, John, because there's a lot of people here who have actually come to us and said that the killing of Qasem Soleimani and, of course, the aftermath that you're seeing on those live pictures and that we've been witnessing here firsthand, that has been one of the biggest unifiers that Iran has seen in a very long time. There was one gentleman who came up to me and said, look, of course, you've seen we have our problems here in Iran. We have protests here in Iran. However, now everybody is united. And obviously the majority of the population here is very much united. Even the hardliners and the religious hardliners here in this country could not have thought that so many people would turn up today. So many people have been turning up in the past day and a half. And that's the fact that Qasem Soleimani, who's obviously internationally seen quite critically, does have a lot of followers and is very revered here inside Iran. So it certainly is something that has unified the nation. And the other thing, John, that's very important to point out was the fact that President Trump said that apparently cultural sites in Iran could also be in the crosshairs of the U.S. military. That has not gone down well at all, because there's one thing Iranians can agree on. It's not politics or anything like that, but it's certainly that they want to protect and preserve their culture, which, of course, is several thousand years old, Allison.
Fred, these pictures are just stunning. I mean, as far as the eye can see, we're looking at protesters there on the street. Thank you very much for being on the ground for us to tell us what's really happening. We'll check back with you throughout the program.